Welcome to another episode of the Balance Podcast with your host, The Balance. Here's today's topic.
Basically, it's important to know your direction in life. Again, it's so important to know your direction in life. And let me just say this, you're not going to always know where you're going in life, but it's so important to see God every day for your direction, even if you don't know. Even if you do know or don't know, it's so important to seek God for your direction in life. And it's just so important in so many ways. I actually want to start out with a dream that I had last night. My wife, by the way, she doesn't even know that I'm even going to mention this, but it was about a dream that I had last night. I'm going to share like two quick parts to it. Basically, I was just walking, and like I said, I don't know all the ins and outs. This is raw, this is fresh, by the way, but I was just really just walking, and I kind of seen two doors. And so funny with the houses or the two doors I seen, they were just all open. It was so funny because there was really no door on the houses that I was in. And basically I just walked into the house and I knew it looked familiar, like it looked like something or somewhere I've been or somewhere I looked before. So long story short, I walked into the house like, this looks very familiar. But I knew it wasn't my place. I knew it wasn't where I was supposed to be, but I was like, okay, it looked familiar. So long story short, I eventually get inside the house. I walk in, and then it had like a basement. I knew it was like a 2-bedroom and a basement. So I walked down to the basement and I seen, stuff there. I seen somebody, it was almost like if somebody was lived there. So I just walked in and then I walked down to the basement. Then I was like, hold on, this is not mine. My conscience kicked in. I was like, this is not my place. I shouldn't be here. I need to kind of leave. So when I started leaving, I see this random guy that I never knew, never seen him before. He just walked out and it's almost like he was trying to make us feel comfortable or something like that. He was trying to make us feel like we belong there or something like that. And then he actually went as far as started like cooking for us and started doing certain things for us. And just long story short, we end up just lightly refusing it. And somehow we end up getting away from the house. We walked out and that was pretty much the end of that. And the other part to the dream, the part two to the dream is that there was another part where we was walking and there was this long road we was walking. But for some reason, I kept seeing familiar faces. I kept seeing people that we knew, but it's almost like when you're walking with someone, but you're not going nowhere. I'm gonna say that again. Sometimes it's like when you're walking with someone, but you're not going nowhere. You know them, you're kind of familiar with them, but it's almost like nothing is really happening. You're just walking down this trail, and then like that was pretty much the end of that. So, definitely, that's why I feel like God was really speaking to me through this dream and through this visual. Some might call it a vision, some might call it a dream, but He was really just telling me just the importance of just knowing your direction. Knowing, just knowing your direction in life, knowing what you want out of life, and seeking Him, even if you don't know, because let's be real, we're always not going to know everywhere we're going to go. Sometimes we deal with certain distractions. Sometimes we deal with setback, losses in our family, things that we can't control, so much stuff. But God said it's so important to stay focused, know your direction in life, and like I said, keep Him number one. Keep God the center of your life and things like that. So I'm actually going to let my wife elaborate on that and say what she got to say about that, how she, anything that God is leading her to say.
It's kind of funny because I actually had, I guess I could say it's a similar dream, because I think a couple nights ago, I actually had a dream that it's not, I guess I would say we were homeless because we actually ended up in someone's house that we didn't know. And we were just kind of like, I guess you could say we were trying to get warm, because we had like coats on and things like that. And, they didn't know we were in there, you know what I'm saying? So, and this is actually a dream I had 2 nights in a row. And I guess the owner of the house just came out in the living room because we were sitting in the living room and we were just kind of like, I guess, eating or whatever. And we got scared because they didn't know we were there. So they were like, we just told them, he's like, we just trying to, just get warm for a second. We're going to go ahead and leave. So we ended up leaving shortly after that, we kind of apologized, for just coming in their house. And then it's just like, the rest of the family ended up seeing us, but it was so fast because we didn't stay long enough for them to get like upset with us or anything. But it was kind of strange, I thought, because like I said, it was the same dream that I had like 2 times in a row. So I would say that God is opening doors, but it's almost like, I'm not saying that people are not ready for us, but it kind of gives me that vibe. I feel like that in this season, God is opening doors for us that really no man can shut. That's really the best way I can say it.
It's just so important to just listen to God and just believe. Just first of all, listen to what God shows you and what he tells you, because God has direct ways and he has indirect ways of speaking. You may not always understand what he's saying. You may not always grasp it in the moment, but it's worth paying attention to. Even like these dreams, this is unfiltered. This wasn't rehearsed. I had no plans of really even saying nothing about it. However, I just want to say is that it's just so important to be in tune with God, no matter what season you get in. Even if everything is going great, even if life is good, it's just so important to take heed to what God is saying. But that's pretty much all we got for this one. We actually want to leave y'all with some scripture.
All right, so I'll be reading from Psalms 25, verses 4 through 5 in the New King James Version. So it says, "Show me your ways, O Lord. Teach me your paths. Lead me in your truth and teach me, for you are the God of my salvation. On you I will wait all day."
Thank you for watching. If this blessed you, please feel free to like, comment, and share. And also, don't forget to subscribe to us on our YouTube channel and also on our Spotify. See you in the next episode.